Recording is on.
Okay, the recording have resumed. So, if you are raising your hand, if you want to say something, if you don't want to say something, um, I'll crack on. Okay, I'll continue. I hope everybody see my screen.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
we're,
it's very visible.
we're in change management. Change management is very, very key. You need to is a more of a politics. You need to liaise. You need to buy key stakeholders over. Even the staff, you need to buy them. You need to make them understand why there is this change, why this change must happen, and you must make provision for training after the change. For instance, if your company is using let me say Microsoft Dynamics. Microsoft Dynamics is a CRM, customers relationship management software. From my, and you people want to migrate to SAP S for HANA. SAP S for HANA is still a CRM software, but SAP uh, got machine learning, where it uses machine learning for sophisticated data analysis. So maybe you people want to be understanding your customers or your clients in a very sophisticated way. Some people who are already trained on how to use Microsoft Dynamics, they know now when you people migrate to SAP, it will require them to go and start training and learning SAP, which is not good for them. And these people are people that might stay in the company for 15 years, 20 years. So you cannot just push them around. They have paid their dues. So you need to try to buy them over. After buying them over, you must make arrangements to train them, to upscale them. These are the duties of change managers in a project. So, like this one is project managers. A project manager, you monitor and control all area of the project to ensure successful execution, ensuring project deliverables meet quality expectation outlined at project initiation document. Implement and manage change where needed. You need to manage your stakeholders, that's stakeholder management. Create a project schedule and timeline. Deliver and install technological solutions. Create a project plan to track and monitor the project budget and resources. Monitor project risk and issues. Lead quality assurance. Manage multiple projects simultaneously. As a good project manager, a time will come that you have a complementary project. This project cannot do, so you need to find and the organization wants you to manage these two projects simultaneously. Then you should be able to do that. For instance, if we are planning to start up this university or this online university, which requires a highly sophisticated integration. Highly sophisticated integration means that we need to build a complex website, just like the one we are using now. And again, we need to integrate it with Zoom functionalities. These are two different projects. Building the project itself, Zoom integration, and we need to equally build a payment gateways where people can pay while trying to buy this course. You see, three different projects. That's how you have to know how to manage these three projects simultaneously. And the integrator is called integration. Many a times when you are managing this kind of project, is a kind of a project integration. So you should be able to manage these three projects because the people designing the website might be different from the people trying to package the Zoom integration, and they might be different from people packaging the payment gateway for you. So these are three project teams. You should be able to know how to manage these three teams very well. This is at this point, it might no longer be a project. It now become a program because a program is where more than one related project, like two or three related projects, are going on simultaneously. A good project manager helps develop team with project design. You need to help development of team with the project, like the 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 business analyst. It's the duty of the business analyst for the product or product design. He designs everything. He designs the solution, and the project manager implement and make sure that the project is being delivered on time and on budget. But you need to understand the product that you are trying to deliver on time and on budget. So you need to work with the business analyst to understand the project requirement, what the business analyst is doing, how he's developing and designing the product that you are going to manage. A project manager helps define scope and goals of the project. These are one of the first things a project manager needs to do. When you are getting a project mandate, the first thing you need to understand is the project scope. You need to work with your stakeholders to define the scope. Defining the scope, the goal and the objective, mainly you do that using a project charter. Project charter is a very powerful document in project management. We are going to come to that. We are still at the preliminary stage of project management, so we are going. Later we'll go deep into all these things. So you need to define your scope. We have templates for all these things, so you don't need to panic. Everything I'm stating here, we have templates that will guide you to do it. So that is one of the good things you are going to get. And after training, I've gone for fresher courses in so many places. You just go there, they read the slide for you, and you go home. It's up to you to go and know how you just sort yourself out. But here, not only reading slides, we discuss it with you, or you give you the template you used to. Just like after teaching you how to give you the tools you need to use to do your job, and even the textbook, and you design the project, there's no way after 4 months you will not be a powerful project manager. No way. Then a good project manager must assembling project team members and managing the team's expectation. You need to assemble once you get a project mandate. That is project mandate is the kind of project brief, what you are meant to implement, what you are going to do. You need to call a meeting, try to identify who is whoever is have a stake in the project. You need to identify your team members, assemble them, and then you people need to look at the project mandate and then on how to kickstart your project. So you should know how to call a meeting, facilitate workshop. A project manager, you should be able to talk to people. You should be influential. You should know how to manage people very well. You need to be firm. You need to be able to say something and mean it without hurting people. So you must know we are coming to all those things going to come under soft skills of a project manager. So seeing all those things need to be influential, you know how to. So you must be able to manage your team without hurting their feelings. The next role is, when I was initial, I just stated all this and I described them a bit. This one is project support. If I say something about project support, support with all administrative tasks, diary management. These are what things I've said earlier. Support in coordination and planning of the project, support in the coordination of reports, develop and create effective communication mechanisms. So these are some of the, like in this our training. This is a big project. Like communication strategies, eh, for instance, iColysis, which is the admin, have been assigned the responsibility of coordinating it. This is what he's doing is a project support officer job role. Trying to create effective communication, answering query, making sure that everybody is comfortable. Managing a project of we have up to 270 people registered uh, in this program. You need to coordinate them. You need to make sure that everybody is happy. You need to make sure everybody is where they are at every point. So, like some people that are not in this live session, maybe if they are willing, they don't want to be here. But if they want to be here, but maybe because of technical difficulties, so it's the duty of the project support to affect all this communication. You need to be communicating with them to make sure that they are being carried. In projects, it happens like that. Some people might just, like that. You need to drag them. Some people will be trying to carry them along. They'll be difficult. So you need to create strategy to make sure that there is smooth communication. This is PMO analyst, project management officer. You call it project management office analyst or project management officer. You provide project management support, ensure standardization within the project. Standardization means following the best practice, following the project plan. You cannot create a project plan where the project plan say that in this project, we are going to adopt lean methodology to manage this project. And then you start, while you start implementing, when you are implementing the project, you start using a waterfall methodology. PMO will not, a good PMO analyst will not allow that. You must have a reason for migrating from one methodology to another methodology. And it must be documented and validated. If it doesn't happen, then you stand a chance of losing your job. PMO analyst creates common set of principles and practice to help and support with governance processes. Creation and designing of project management templates. Every organization have their templates. You might have a very good template, which, like I said, I'm going to share templates with all of you, which covers the best practice. But if you are joining any organization, you cannot just say because your template is one in town that that's what you want to use, or you understand their template more than every other. Before you start using your template, you must ask questions, because so many organizations have their own template. So you have to use their own template. PMO analyst, management of financial and budget forecasting is still the duty of PMO. You must make sure that you are following the financial budget forecasting diligently. Gather data and track performance of multiple projects. Like I said, a PMO is not managing only one project. You can be managing multiple projects, looking at their performances. Projects that are not performing, you just report to the management, because as a PMO analyst, you report to someone. If you don't report what you see and the management find out, it means that you, as a PMO analyst, you are not competent and you stand chance of losing your job. PMO analysts manage resources forecasts, capture project change requests, and track any change implementation. Just like I say, you cannot change from the original project plan. If you must change, if there is a need for change, you must follow the due process, which is a change request. And change request is when you document the reason for the change and you pass it to the relevant authority. After examining and they are happy with the change you are proposing, they will approve it and they get it validated, and then you can proceed with the change. Then we have change manager. Change manager is responsible for change management, which we discussed earlier. He focuses on the people side of change to minimize resistance. Like I said, people are resistant to. You have to focus on them. You have to win them towards that particular project, that particular change initiative. Like I said, a lot of people don't like leaving their comfort zone. You know, if you have to change, every change comes with a benefit. Like now, you are now, instead of maybe, I know so many of you are working class. You spend all the day toiling around, working hard, and then you come back home now. Instead of you to shower, eat your food, and jump into bed and rest, you carry your laptop that you are starting a training. This is a change in your life. It's not easy. Some people will not. You can see so many of us in this program. Many of us might not be here because they are tired. They don't want to. They're just tired because of their daily activities. So these are at times they resist. Instead of I sure let me keep on with this my job. Must I be an IT professional? So you remain in your comfort zone. So that is resistance to change. And in a project, it's the duty of a change manager to convince people to support the change initiative. Change manager manage all changes to business processes, systems, and technology. Successful implementation of change strategies to promote employee adoption, create resistant management plan. This issue of resistance is not easy. You must have a template on how you manage resistance. It's a big this change manager at times they are even more powerful than the project managers in organization. You must lead a change management activities, assess change impact, and assess readiness for change. Support training need, complete change management assessment, coach and support the project team. It's the duty of the change manager. All this is just to make sure that you win them, make sure that they don't struggle with the change. And when they don't struggle with the change, it means that the project will be delivered very well. And project is not just about delivering the project. They are called post-implementation. The change manager looks at the post-implementation. After the change has been implemented, you make sure that the customers or the employees they don't struggle. Well, most digital project management is about organizational changes from one software to another software, from one software. All this IT, you are hearing IT, IT, IT. If you are hearing IT, don't panic. There is no need to panic. IT is just how to manage technologies like softwares. You have been using software. Website is a software. Your phone, you use all this application in your phone, Facebook. They're all softwares. So if you can use all these things very well, manage them very well. You're an IT expert in your own way. It's just that you are not a professional IT expert. So when you keep hearing about IT, don't be overwhelmed by the word IT professional. Don't. Um, what we've just discussed now is career as a project manager. Areas you can practice. You can look for job as a project manager when you finish this training. What you can do. That's what. But now, what we are going to look into is the roles. Project management team. This is not career like in project management. A team, project team. We have cross-functional members in that team. So that team, what are the roles? Then you have project manager. You are the chairman of that project, number one. Then you have a project sponsor. Project sponsor owns that project. It might be a client. If you are working in a consulting firm, which so many of you will soon start working in consulting firm, you can have maybe you are working with KPMG, Accenture, or Pricewater, and Zenith Bank approached you to implement Zenith Bank app, mobile app for them. Zenith Bank, in this regard, is the project sponsor. They are sponsoring that project. They are the client. They are part of the project because they need to monitor the way you are doing your project. You are going to see everything when you join your work experience. The work experience is going to be a consulting firm. where you'll be um, delivering a solution for clients. So you are going to see everything. All these things I'm saying now, you start seeing it in a practical application. Another role is project team members. Project team members can be, at times we call it the development team. And these team members at times comprises of web developers, or we call developers, um, business analysts, scrum master. Uh, these are the testers. These are the project team. Depending on, you can even content creation creators like web graphic, web web designers. Depending on the kind of project, all these people can come in as into the project team members or the development team. Then you have stakeholders. Stakeholders are the people that have vested interest in that project. It could be a senior project manager, it could be a program director, it could be a delivery manager, it could be just a subject matter expert. A subject matter expert is somebody who have a strong knowledge in that area. So, for instance, if you are trying to implement Microsoft Dynamics 365, their CRM, if you come to the organization, you must have someone who must be doing CRM role. If it's maybe you are implementing Dynamics from on-premises to on the cloud, maybe you are trying to migrate the Dynamics. Maybe you people are using on-premise before, and now you want to be operating from the cloud. So there's someone that's been using that Dynamics. You need he should be part of that project, so that the person knows the problem the company is having regarding that particular area. So he should be able to monitor what you guys are doing, make input to make sure that after the change analysis must be the gap analysis must be identified, that the solution being developed and deployed will solve the problem they are having. So the subject matter expert is the person that have the domain knowledge, the market knowledge of that particular solution. So it's part of the stakeholder. So that's how the stakeholders. In one of the projects I handled, the robotic process automation, one of the subject matter experts, when I in that project, I was a business analyst. I wasn't a project manager. So I was meant to collect a data, call it data collection or requirement gathering. So I was facilitating a session to collect a requirement, and this lady is the person that knows everything that I was looking for. But I tried for 2 weeks to get her to have an interview with her, but it wasn't possible. She's always busy. And I was meant to deliver that project and present my business case within 3 months. And 2 weeks is gone already, and I'm not collecting. So you see me falling into scope creep. So these are the challenges. So these are some of the risk. I quickly, log that into my risk log. And lucky enough, my project manager, who works in the company direct, because then I was working there on contract basis. So the project manager intervened and got me the documentation I was looking for. We crack on. The project manager, as we mentioned above, the project manager is responsible for managing the project management knowledge area throughout the project. The project sponsor represents the customer of the project. Depending on the organization, there can be different level of sponsors. We've talked about sponsors. They are the clients. Team members are skilled professionals who work to contribute to the process of providing deliverables, managing risk, and achieving the project goals. And stakeholder, this is a person or a group who has vested interest or stake in the project. The project manager must communicate project process to stakeholders throughout the project life cycle. You need to manage them, need to communicate with them effectively. You need to carry them along if you know we are not going to have problem with them. So we are going to come into that very soon. And now we are moving into another big topic, a detailed topic, and that is going to be project management components. These are the components you need to manage very well in your project. So, as you all know, we need to be good project managers. We need to work with time. And as you can see, the time is now 2 minutes to 9 o'clock. So we are going to stop here. Tomorrow, we are going to start from project management component. And I believe by tomorrow we'll be able to move faster, because today we'll have delays, people trying to get in, people, a lot of things. So, and we can see things are working the way we wanted. You know, a lot of people have already left. So, but for some of you who stayed back, well done. It's not easy. But if you want a change in your life, you must be ready for that change. You must be ready to leave your comfort zone. And that's what so many of you are doing. It's not just about jumping into this program because it's a free course. And at the end of the day, you won't participate, you won't do and you want to be a project manager, you want to work from home remotely, you want to be making money everybody, and you wouldn't want to pay, do the needful, pay the sacrifice. So we are going to stop here tonight, and I want to hear from you before we close. Just one or two people, and we close.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Charles. It has been an amazing session. Frankly speaking, I am not happy that we are coming to an end, but just like you said, we have to learn to be good project managers, and we have to stick to the scope and timeline. And
Yes.
sure, we're looking forward to another amazing session tomorrow. We'll be here and we'll try to be on time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It has been a wonderful session, and we look forward to more interesting sessions tomorrow. Good night.
Yeah, that's a nice one from you. I really appreciate that. Okay, we'll keep collaborating through our forum, and believe me, this is going to transform a lot of people's life, and I want it to be you. Good night, and we see you tomorrow, so we can finish up and move to the next level. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir. Thank you so much. We
Thank you,
appreciate,
sir.
Yeah.
sir.
All right.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
night.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good night.
Good
Good
night,
night, sir.
everybody.
Good night, all. Thank you, sir.